Hi, so I'm back. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. I think it's been 2 weeks since we last spoke. Um, well, my mom had surgery. That went very well for the most part, I guess, if you want to say it went well. Okay, so the removal of the cancer in the uterus and the rectum went well, but they found more cancer. I'm not gonna ugly cry. I'm gonna hold it. I'm strong. So, yeah, more cancer was found. Um, they sent it up to pathology. So the cancer that was already there in the rectum and the uterus has all been sent to pathology to be studied. At this moment, my brain is everywhere, so I can't remember exactly because I asked. I asked. But yeah, they sent it out to pathology as well as when they opened her up, they seen the liver had another mass. They said it appeared to be different than the cancer that's already there. So yeah. So other than that, everything went well. Yesterday was kind of rough. My mom was my Umi. I forgot I was gonna say it differently for both my moms. Okay, so my Umi looked a mess yesterday. And not a mess like, oh, she looked messy. Like, you could tell she was hurting. And she was really dizzy. So if you guys could keep her in prayer, I would really appreciate that. I mean, for the most part, she's doing well. But, it was a major surgery. And she's almost 81. So sorry for all this noise in the background. Even though I told my son that I would be recording, somehow they're still playing and making noise. But they're kids. Gotta love them, right? This is me again, raw, uncut, unfiltered, no makeup, messy, crazy hair, but who cares, right? It's just me. Um, I just had to come on. I don't know. I just wanted to come on and talk to everyone, but also to let everyone know how my mom was doing. Today, she's actually going to my Umi. I'll get it right. My Omi is moving to a rehab today because she's still unable to walk and all these things. And they said they want to get her well enough so that she can come home. We redid her room actually. We have art up. We moved the whole room around. It's more functional, I think, for her when she does come home. My sister came, Aisha. I didn't introduce y'all to Aisha yet, so this is a new name that those of you who don't personally know me haven't heard. So Aisha is my, I guess I would call like adopted sister because my Umi did adopt her. So technically she's my aunt, but hey, we were raised together. She's only 4 years older than me. So we're a 4 year difference. She's older. But we've been together my whole life because she was already adopted when Umi took me in. So we've been raised as sisters. So she's here. She'll be leaving tomorrow. Sadness. But she'll be leaving tomorrow. So she was here. My Haley May was here. Haley left last night. And we've just been getting this house more functional for my Umi, going to visit her, being there through the hospital whole ordeal. And I don't know, I feel really emotional. Like I'm trying not to cry right now. Seeing your parents weak or seeing your parents physically struggling is something that no one really talks about. When that shift happens, when you take over as the child almost becomes the parent, no one really talks about that. It's hard, and not physically hard for me, it's emotionally hard. Your whole childhood, you look up to your parents and you run to them when you're scared and you run to them even when you're happy. You go to your parents for everything, and then that shift happens and your parents are coming to you, but they're also prideful. They don't want to need help. They don't want to depend on anyone because they've depended on themselves all these years. And when that shift happens, it's hard for them to let go, and it's hard for you to step in and see your parents in that vulnerable state. And it's emotional, you know. There's kind of that pull, that tug, again, where your parent is the one like resistant and not wanting help, and they need help, And then there's you as the child who's stepping in to take over, who is also trying not to be too pushy, trying to give the best care you can. I don't know. Y'all feel me? Those of you who have been in this situation, those of you who are here now. And if you're not, it's coming. It's really coming. There's going to be a time where you have to step in for your parents. But anyways, I appreciate everyone who has reached out to my Umi, who nobody has visited her. And you know what? It's fine because we do. We visit her. Like I said, she's moving today. So that's good. But yeah, I don't know. I feel emotional today. Try not to cry. I guess I'm sad, what's going on with my Umi. I'm sad my daughter went back home. And I had a breakup. It's already like a week already. So I'm a little sad about that. In a way, I was already kind of prepared for it. But it affects you. But let me tell you, God definitely puts the right people in your life at the right time. Like his timing is impeccable. So I have new friends. I sound like a little girl. I have new friends. I met them at church. They're great. They're an older couple, about my parents' age actually. So they're in their early 60s, late 50s. And I love them. I love them already. And we've only been friends for like 3 weeks. And I really believe God, obviously put them in my life. Let me tell you that. And last night I was going through it. I was doing my devotionals. I was spending time with God. And they text me and we're like, it's kind of late, but we were wanting to come over and we didn't know if we would impose. And I'm like, no, come over. Like, yeah, come through. So they came over and it kind of helped me, because the way I'm feeling right now, that's how I was feeling last night. So it was a nice little distraction. And I just shared pictures of my family, my kids, both sets of parents, my Umi and Abu, and my grandpa Floyd, and my mom and dad, and my stepdad John, and my stepmom Piedad, and it was a good time. And my sister was right there with us, so it was really good. I'm learning a lot more about Bakersfield. Let me tell you, I love it here already. Like I really do. There's a ton of things to do actually. I just found a cute organic coffee shop. They have coffee and tea. Okay, rewind. Let me tell y'all that since Wednesday, I have not been eating like I was. So I know the first video I told you guys, I was on this new like health journey because I wanted to take care of this body, that God gave me, but also heal some things that I know the food that we eat cause problems of. So like people who are diabetic, high blood pressure, all these things, I know it's our food. And so I was on this health journey and I was doing so well, and then life happened and I've had coffee 3 times since Tuesday. I've had well, not really fast food, but pizza. I've had a sip of Haley's soda because that girl, and I feel like crap. Honestly, I feel tired. I feel like, your gut when you eat bad, and after you eat clean for so long and then you finally eat bad, don't recommend. 0 out of 10. Don't do it. I heard on this video, they said you wouldn't cheat on your spouse, so why do you cheat on your diet? And it's not even a diet, it's just stop putting crap in your body. And I've been putting crap in my body since my mom's surgery, and I'm feeling it. I had French fries from the hospital. Ugh. don't recommend, don't do it. Once you change your diet, do not go back because you're going to feel it. So I'm feeling it. I'm emotional, I'm sad. But that's how it's been this past couple weeks. So tomorrow is church, and then that's my Sabbath day of rest. Usually on Sundays, I try to just chill, no work, no cleaning. So right now I'm in the office, and I decided to move things around because things changed in my life. So now half of my office was going to be used for something else, and now it's not. So I decided to use half the office for my mom when she comes home. I want her to get back to, like, not just being old. Like, I feel like in her mind at some point she was just like, well, I'm old, so I'm just gonna be old. Like, no, just because you're aging doesn't mean you have to stop living life. And I feel like when we have a purpose, when we have something to live for, we feel better, we look better, and life's just better. So I want her to start crafting and stuff again. So half the office is going to be dedicated to her to do whatever she wants, whether it's crafting, sewing, both, painting, whatever. So half the office is going to be that for her. And yeah, so that's going to be my project. That's what I'm doing. I have stuff I want to talk about, but that's going to be later. Because I actually want to dive into lupus for a bit. I've noticed a lot of people are being diagnosed with lupus. I noticed some similarities in things about lupus, so I won't go into it, but I have a whole thing here about lupus that I want to do, and that'll be another day, probably raw and uncut too, but it is what it is. That's where we're at right now. I have had zero time. First of all, a few days ago, I went like 3 days without sleep, or 2 days ago. I don't know how many days ago, but I went 3 days without sleep. And then I had only taken a cat nap, well, like a 20-minute nap in the hospital while we were waiting for Umi to get out of surgery. I fell asleep on Haley's lap, and she took a picture, and I love it. I love it so much. I think I can share pictures on here, and I might. So yeah, and then finally I crashed. I came home and I crashed, and I finally slept. But I'm feeling yucky because of the food, because of lack of sleep, because of my emotions. But we're gonna get through it because we're striving and thriving. That's what I'm doing. That's the story of my life. And it's all by the grace of God. I think if I didn't know God, if I didn't have this relationship I have with him, I think I would have fallen apart. I really do. So my advice for everyone today, for this weekend, spend time with God by yourself, whether it's in your closet, whether it's in your room, whether it's in your office, in your car. Spend time with God in the shower, whatever. Spend time with God, because that's the way you're going to get through it. I'm just going to clean up. We'll spend some time doing family things with my sister before she leaves. I think Osito's dying to have like our one-on-one time, because that's what we've been doing. It's just been me and him, and I think he misses it. Although he likes having company and family, my baby loves his one-on-one, and I do too. And then later we're gonna go to the rehab facility for Umi, and I picked it out yesterday. I had 3 options, so we went and looked at everything, and I picked this beautiful one just 10 minutes from the house, so I'm excited. And yeah, we're gonna clean up, we're gonna rearrange all Umi's stuff here, and we'll chill, we'll go see her, come have dinner. But I'm gonna try to get back on track, you know, with my eating, because I do not feel okay. And yeah. So let me know how you're doing, how your week has been. Drop it in the comments. I want to hear from everyone. Yeah. I think that would be good for me. Let's see how everyone's doing. I also want to know if, okay, because this is going to be preparing me for my next video. Let me know if you have anyone in your life, family, friends, loved one, whatever, coworkers, that you know personally who's had lupus, or if you have lupus. I want to know, and I also want to know like what you think you know about it. So what your thoughts on what is lupus, who you know, and your experience with it. And even if I'm the only one that you know, for those of you who know me, I want to know your thoughts. Like, what are your thoughts on lupus? Because that's going to get me ready for my next video. So drop it in the comments. Let me know. Yeah, I just wanted to check in. I know I look a hot mess, and I don't care. Because this is me. If you came to my house right now, this is what you would get. One day I might look cute. Who knows? I might get ready, but yes, I have a whole thing about lupus here that I feel that I need to share with you guys. So this is short. Maybe it's too long. I don't know, but I'm just checking in. Drop in the comments about lupus and let me know. All right, we striving and thriving out here, guys. Bye.